Does losing fat ever feel stupidly slow? Because the truth is, you can drop way below 20% body fat much faster than you think. The problem is though, despite you grinding, there's 3 things that might be secretly sabotaging your results. In this video, I'll break down the 3 silent fat loss killers and show you the exact fixes I've used not just on myself, but also to help normal people cut fat faster than they ever thought possible. And by the end of this, your ex's new partner will be Googling your workout plan. Now please, keep your ears wide open, because if you can understand this, you can already book the funeral for one of your love handles. Now, if you don't want to cheat on your partner, would you be on Tinder? Would you go to someone's house after drinks to charge your phone? No, because you'd be entering what I like to call the seduction zone. And here's the most common scenario. You get up early in the morning and eat a tiny bit, but you work your ass off all the way from the morning until late evening. And after all that hard work, you've barely eaten. So you tell yourself, I'm tired, I worked hard, I need energy, I deserve a reward. Freeze. Seduction zone. You walk straight into a trap you set for yourself, and then you kick your own calorie deficit right in the balls. You need to understand that hungry you and well-fed you are 2 completely different people who make completely different choices. So don't even go anywhere near that seduction zone. Always keep yourself full using high protein, fiber, and volume foods. These foods are black belts in keeping you full while staying in a calorie deficit. I made you a free guide that shows you exactly the best sources for each of these so you can start taking advantage of them right away. And this seduction zone doesn't always show up as hunger. It's walking past the chocolate aisle. It's looking at animals, filthy animals, eat McDonald's right in front of your eyes. It's when you grab the whole packet of chips instead of taking a small portion. Because by the end of it, the packet has seduced you and used you like a piece of meat. And you're just sitting there, naked. By avoiding these zones where you know you lose control, staying consistent becomes way easier and fat starts dropping off way faster. If you can get this next one right, people or your mom might think you started taking steroids. And honestly, I was a victim of this one recently. So I started lifting when I was 13 years old, but then I stopped lifting so I could focus more on jiu-jitsu. But after getting terribly injured, I decided to go back to lifting again. But I wasn't getting anywhere close to the results I was getting before. Even though I did all these courses and years of experience, but now what am I? I thought my metabolism was broken, but it wasn't. It's simply because I was exercising and not training. I would sometimes, after jiu-jitsu class, hop into the gym, lift some weights randomly, sweat, and leave. No structure, nothing. Shit training. But younger me, that boy was on a mission. I was listening to rocky motivational speeches on my way to the gym. I was so mentally dialed in. All I was thinking about is lifting heavier than what I did last week. I was fueling myself properly before my sessions, and I was attacking my weak points first. I wasn't just lifting, I was progressing. I was using systems like drop sets where I'd push the set to absolute failure and then lower the weight and keep going until I shat myself. I'd constantly switch up the exercises, play with different rep ranges. I just kept my body guessing. Every time I entered the gym, my body would be terrified. What is this maniac going to do to me today? Not only does this help you boost your metabolism, but also actually transforms and builds the body you really want. Bolder shoulders, a V-taper. Every single t-shirt you wear, you'll fill it with muscle. And once you get close to that, you want more. You train harder. Your motivation multiplies. So please, for the love of Jesus, follow a real progressive plan and stop wanking around the gym, will you? And for the last one, I almost got slapped for this. Last week, I was in Tunisia, traveling with a client and a friend of mine. We stayed at her parents' place and she begged me to help her mom lose weight. Her mom swore she barely eats chicken and rice, she said. Healthy food. But I don't trust anyone. Not even myself. So I stalked her. I kept seeing little bites here and there, tasting things. And each time I saw that, I'd go, I don't think she liked that very much. Then came a breaking point. She served herself some chicken and rice, but the amount of rice. I made her weigh it, and boom! She snapped. Here's the thing. Eyeballing food is bullshit. Most people think they're eating 1,200 calories. But in a study, those same people were actually eating almost double, underreporting what they were eating by 47%. So all I'm asking you is just for a week, my friend, Weigh your food and track what you eat. Start understanding it slightly better. You will start looking at labels and be like, what the fuck is this shit? You realize a lot of the stuff you eat isn't worth it once you see the calories. And once you start seeing how much things add up, you'll start treating your mouth like an airport security check. And suddenly, you're cutting 300 to 500 calories a day without even trying. Stop trying to work harder, just work smarter. And if you feel any of this has helped you, download the free 10% body fat blueprint. It's going to help you. I made it for you. It shows you exactly how many calories to eat and build meals around the foods you actually enjoy. You can finally start shredding without losing your soul. So stay away from the seduction zones, stop wanking around in the gym, and actually audit what you're eating. And if you do slip, so what? Who's perfect? I'm not perfect. Are you perfect? Is he perfect? Is she perfect? We all have good days and bad days. I shat my pants this morning, but I had a nice walk and I filmed this after. So if you do fuck up, just move on from it. Do better for yourself the next day. And real soon, we can be happy together. But no, we can't be happy together yet because you still have that stubborn belly fat to lose. However, there's a secret sauce to losing this belly fat. And in this next video, I reveal it. And if I die in the next few days, it's because the FBI has killed me.